What up, my social media family? This is your favorite realtor, Josh Brown, and I'm bringing you guys another market update. As you guys know, the market has been flying. It's been slow. It's been all these, different opinions from different people. But I'm gonna talk to you guys today about Denver's market for the month of May, to kind of show you guys what's been going on, and so that way you can watch my market update and make some better informed decisions on your next purchase or the sale of your home. Market is very unique. We'll definitely say it's one of the more striving markets in the US right now. We've seen some slower inventories, lower days on market, but the homes that are priced well and the ones that are actually done right or rehabbed right or in really, really great condition in perfect locations, those are still flying off the shelf. So as we look at the market snapshot, as you guys can kind of see here, the active units kind of seen a decrease and we're kind of flattening out off of April, and the active and pendings are also starting to flatten out. They're actually meeting at a flat out point. So that's good for our market. That means that our market's going to be steady. Hasn't been a super roller coaster like January and February, but March we can kind of see things are starting to settle down a little bit. And now when we go to the active listings, this time last year we had 4,500 listings and this year we have 4,800. So we're just above what last year was at the same time, and that's a decrease month over month. And now when we look at the detached single family homes, it's flattening out again for the active listings. Any attached single homes are flattened out. So we're going to see a lot of flattening out when it comes to the market, what's going on in Denver metro. The next slide I'm going to talk to you guys about is, as you know, the months of supply of inventory, detached and single family and attached, but we're going to do them separately. So the detached single family homes, we have about 1.32. That's slightly up month over month, and it's up year over year also. So we do have more inventory on the market right now than this time last year, and we actually have increased month over month. So that's something definitely to pay attention to, because you guys know once we start creeping up to these higher months of supply, then we're going to really tell what type of market we are in. So Arapahoe County still has some of the lowest inventory, and Elbert County has some of the highest inventory. And when we look at the attached single family homes, we have pretty much the same trajectory. Last May was a lot lower. This May it's a little bit higher. This is when we're talking about inventory and why this is important. It's really important to pay attention to what happens with the inventory, because when inventory skyrockets, especially in a high demand market or a low demand market, prices can definitely fluctuate. If I continue to see inventory rise more and more and more, then you guys probably can expect our prices to have a slight decrease, especially in certain areas. So this is something that over these next few months, especially going into the winter time when we know things slow down, this may be a great buying opportunity for some of my home buyers out there. You may get some steal of a deal, especially if we continue to see this this months of supply of inventory go up. So I will be paying attention to that. Now let's look on the days on market. So the days on market actually went down from last month. So we went from 26 to 22. Let's look at them separately. Yeah, so the days on market has seen a substantial decrease. We're at 21 days on market right now, when last May we're at 9. So we're definitely seeing some changes in our market, but they're not, a market crash type of changes. Like, we've seen increases, so that's a good thing. But even if you guys look right here, November, December, January, February, these high days on market, this is when you guys can find some deals. And my sellers, this is when, you don't have to sell at that moment in time. I definitely will wait till we get to the April and May months, because you guys can tell what happens in April and May. Every April and May, it's like clockwork. 2021 was different because we had no inventory, but 2022, when everything's, settled down and we're starting to see more inventory and higher interest rates, we're definitely seeing an increase in days on market. But as you can see, once you get to the spring and the summer months, those days on market start to decline. So that's something that you always want to pay attention to. And I always say the best time to buy is in the wintertime. The best time to sell is in the spring and summertime. So let's go down. The average days on MLS decreased 21 days, up 133%. Arapahoe County Denver County had the lowest with 16 days on market, Jefferson and Arapahoe County. Let's look at the days on the MLS for the attached single family homes. They had about 24, which is, that's normal compared to this time last year, which was 9. So per year, we're definitely seeing some crazy changes month over month. We're not seeing as dramatic changes as we have been over the year over year changes. Now let's look at the actives and sold by price range. We're just going to go to the detached single family homes. So this 600 to 799 price point is still a hot commodity. You got a lot of active listings, but you also got a lot of sold listings. So if you have something in that price point and you want to get it sold for the highest and best price, don't be afraid to DM your boy. Reach out to me so we can definitely get that sold for you at the best price. Yeah, the 600, they had the most active listings and the most sold units. Second number is going to be between 500 and 599. When we look at detached single family homes, look at all those. We had a lot of active listings, pretty much anywhere from 200 all the way up to 799. And they also had a lot of sold units. The most sold units in this price point was going to be between 300 and 400K. So there's 346 sold, but there's 245 active. So if you have an attached single family home and you're looking in any of these price points, you know, you have a good opportunity to get your home sold for the most, because you can see by the numbers what is selling at the most and what's mostly listed and what's actively listed. Now let's look at months of supply and days on market by price range. So when we're looking at the detached single family homes, the average days on market, you know, they're all about around the same, but the months of supply, as you guys can see, they're still pretty low. This, if we want to talk about market like trends, this would still be considered a seller's market. The way interest rates are right now, to me, it's starting to become more of a balanced market. You know, you can get certain things from sellers right now still. So if you're a buyer out there, I definitely would make sure you have the right agent that can get you concessions, that can get you price reductions, you know, things of that sort. They're definitely still happening. So make sure, you know, you have the right agent that's educated and understands how to structure contracts so that you can have a winning offer. Now let's look at the attached single family homes. Still low months of supply, but we're starting to see inventory creep up there. So when we see inventory creeping up like that, like 3 million plus, there's over 10 months of supply. That is a complete buyer's market right there. I know they're higher price points, especially with the way these interest rates are, but man, if somebody has a $3 million home and they need to sell, look at that. Average days on MLS is still 1 day with 10 months of supply, which is wild. The 1 million and 2 million is 47 days, and all those lower price points are a lot quicker. So if you're looking in those price points, definitely proceed with caution, but just know that they are still getting swooped up and the months of supply is still below what the average is. So let's look at the sold analysis. So they had more sold units in May than they did in April. That's a 12% month over month decrease. Year over year, 24%. Who had the most? Denver County had the most sold unit. Arapahoe County was next. 17% month over month, negative 24% year over year, sorry. And negative 30% for Denver County year over year. And that's in sold units. For the detached, kind of seeing trajectory. Those same, actually Arapahoe County had the most sold units. And then when we look at the attached single family, definitely seeing the same trajectory when it comes to the amount of sold units. But this is what we should expect. If you guys look at all the May months, May is usually one of the higher months of sold units. May, June. So June will be definitely interesting to see what transpires after this May, because we are in like the heart of the summer now. So this is when we should see the most amount of sold units is in June, which you guys can kind of tell right there and right there. And look, if you guys want to really follow real estate, it goes like this. You can literally play it to the point where you don't really lose. Buy in the winter, sell in the spring and summer. Those are the only times you sell. But I know a lot of other things come up to where you have to sell, or, you know, life changes, so you have to get rid of certain things. And it's not saying that it's not okay to sell in the summertime. It is, but you have to price it accordingly. You have to have a strategic plan to be able to get the highest and best price. It's not something that you can just throw on the market and be like, okay, I want this price for it, and be mad when you don't get it. Always think strategically when you are doing anything with real estate. It can negatively impact you, but it can also positively impact you. Now let's look at the average sold price. So the average sold price, Denver still had the highest. They had a month over month positive change of 4% and a year over year change of negative 1.4%. Denver had the highest average sold price at $903,000, with Douglas at $838,000, and then the rest of them kind of at $700,000, which month over month and year over year, Arapahoe County seen a 15% increase and a 4% increase year over year. So that's still positive for Arapahoe County. The only negative ones that we seen truly was Adams County and Jefferson County. They're truly negative. So, but that's something to pay attention to, because remember what I told you guys about these different months. We see when summertime, these prices are where they are at. But when wintertime comes around, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure they're going to go down. But don't take my word for it. Let the data speak for it. And we're just going to follow it month by month so that we can stay up to date and how we should proceed accordingly. So Denver County recorded the highest average sale price, over 120K above the 7-county average. So the attached single family home probably going to see the same kind of trajectory. Yeah, so Arapahoe County, look, Denver had a 7% month over month, but a negative 4% year over year. So there actually weren't any. The only positive was Jefferson County with 4% month over month and 3% year over year. So it's definitely going to be real interesting to see these average sold prices in the next few months, because they will tell a story. That's all I can tell you. Now let's look at the last slide, which is the sold to list price. So most homes for the detached single family homes, they were selling at pretty much list price was, so 100% everywhere except for the 2 million, which was only 99%. 99.1%. So that's still pretty much close. Now let's look at the attached single family homes. Yep, everything was pretty much selling at about 100% of what it was listed for. This shall be interesting, but we do see it starting to flatten off there. And in the attached single family home, we see a slight increase, but we also can kind of tell it's going to start to flatten off. So yeah, so that is the May's market update for you guys. If you guys ever have any questions about the market, want to get a consultation, or just want to know how you should proceed going into these different months, or how you may just need to figure out how to transact your home. Maybe you're upside down on a property and you don't know how you can sell it. You know, it's all about engineering a transaction to fit what the client needs are. At the end of the day, whenever I'm talking to a client, I got to make sure that I understand what their wants and needs are so that we can cater exactly to getting them to their goal. So if you guys ever have any questions, don't forget to like and subscribe to your boy's channel. DM me, comment, let me know what you guys think of these market updates. Let me know what you guys think is going on in the market right now. Do you think it's going to crash? Do you think we're going to see prices skyrocket? Do you think interest rates are going to go lower? I'm always here to discuss anything that's related to real estate, because you know that's my bread and butter. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification button so you can get notified whenever I'm putting out a new video. And as you guys know, I'll have another monthly market update for you guys next month. This is your favorite realtor, Josh Brown, over and out.